The sun may shine on the world, but certainly not on everyone who inhabits it. The nuances present in the lives of each individual make it so that some know light even when it is dulled, and others only know darkness even in the day. A cloudless sky is synonymous with loneliness. That is a cruel reality when truthfully, its clarity should bring peace. But there is no peace for some. For some, for many, they bear the brunt of disagreement from above. The arguments of men they'll never know has them waking to a sun that'll never show. The domino effect is ludicrous. Disagreement is inevitable, but death by disagreement shouldn't be the commonality that it is. The world we create is determined by the life we live, and the life we live is determined by our sensitivity to death of any kind. Numbness in the heart occurs when emotions perish, just as the slowing of thought begins when the brain starts to decay. As the body ages, mobility takes a hit, and when mobility starts to wane, independence becomes harder to sustain. The latter is people's primary motivation for living life to the fullest. However, putting another's life in danger to produce a sense of grandeur in your own shows a complete lack of sensibility. Sensibility stemming from sensing mortality. Tomorrow is not promised, but neither is the end of today. And far too often, the days we believe to be promised are interrupted by someone driving like they're trying to take flight, or those with an overinflated sense of importance vying for power. Now lives are lost. Those acquainted with death no longer know the exhilaration of chasing a dream, the peace of a gently caressing wind, or the feeling of cold water traversing their body on a hot summer's day. Everything they would have been is left to question, and everything they ever were lives in the shattered hearts of those they left behind. And even as time mends the heart, the pain will still remain. Is it fair to be blessed when it feels like others are cursed? To say cursed implies a sort of fate regarding suffering, and I'd like to believe no one was born simply to know pain. But to be born into pain, and only know pain until death, is there a terminology to properly address that? Humans play God when they take somebody's fate and introduce it to ruin. So to suffer is not to be cursed, it's to be targeted. Is that conclusion proper? Who's to say? When a person's ability to dream, pursue betterment, and manifest are hindered by the closed-mindedness and selfishness of another, what terminology should be used to address that? With all the differences in the world, I'd like to pray that a singular commonality takes root. An individual being allowed to live as they please, as long as they leave no suffering in their wake, without their fate being tampered with by another. Everyone deserves a fair chance at experiencing the joys of life, and presently, that is simply not the case. Corruption rules a docile world.